No, no. No, 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 no. No. What's up, retro people? Yeah, I gotta get this floor in today because it's a big gap here. It's gotta be filled. Can't put your feet there, it'd be the Flintstones. Let's get this floor in. I gotta finish grinding this off. I wanna get this all cleaned up and put some of that rust inhibitor. Anyway, that's going in there. And then, there it is. This feller is gonna go in there. We just gotta trim a little bit off. Right here. Slap it on there. And we'll be in business. We'll have this side of the floor done. But anyway, enough blabbing. Let's get to working.
Later.
You're waiting for some Bondo to dry. You said you got some parts?
I got some parts.
Let's go check it out.
This was ordered just a day or so ago.
And it's already here.
It's already here. Took good customer service. I'm been impressed with them.
Me too.
I mean, they almost got Amazon beat.
We should have just ordered the whole truck on Summit.
Summit.
And there it is, pinion seal.
Pinion seal.
Nice. So I think that's the horn button.
Horn cap, which is pretty darn awesome because it's the original metal. Not original, but
Yeah.
check that baby out.
But that's what was on the actual button in the old steering wheel.
Yep.
So that's gonna be sweet. So it'll have the same style that it used to. Just a new style steering column.
Kind of nostalgic look there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the horn stuff.
Box has seen better days. But the horn,
Where's the horn wire?
that's just the in-between.
Oh, there it is. So this right here is a little button that goes in the steering column. And if you lose that pin right there, your horn doesn't work. Ask me how I know. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, if you're in California, reproductive harm. We are not in California.
We're good to go.
Yeah.
Now, folks, they don't make steering wheels hard like this anymore. That's
Oh yeah.
hard.
Holy smokes, yeah.
Perfect.
That is awesome. Little tiny airbag to go in there.
Yeah.
Now it won't come out. You could always just dip it.
Yeah.
I'll catch it.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. There we go. That is so cool. I did some research on this too. So this is a tilt column because I like to be able to tilt the wheel up. Gives you a lot more room, especially when you're a bigger feller like me.
And here you have the classic box in a box.
Well, I mean, we wouldn't want to change anything up now.
No.
So this steering wheel does not have the key on the column, so that way we can retain it in the dash. But it does have a shifter on the column.
Hey, I did it.
You sure did.
I did it.
I did it!
So my good old neighbor Gary's no longer with us, but Gary, my old neighbor, he used to restore cars kind of like this. And he always talked about the IDIDIT steering wheel column and how good they were. And I'm taking Gary's recommendation here of getting this steering column. So the IDIDITs they got a pretty good reputation. Why do you think they named it IDIDIT? Just so you could just keep saying it.
You did it, sir.
I did it. He did it.
I did it.
He did it.
You did it, sir.
I did it.
Ooh, sealed air. Is this what they use in space?
You're best. Man, this is like...
They did good. I think that's why Gary recommended it. Oh, you're letting out all that sealed air. It's this is a I didn't right here.
Didn't do it.
This is I didn't. Okay, so let me show you this piece. Got a little bit of light on it now. So this is the lip of that other piece of the old floor panel, and I was able to grind it just enough and get it out. So now, when we put the new piece in, this giant gap that's right here, we can fold, which is this feller right here. That will just rest right down in here. The other thing I'm gonna do is we got some of this We got some of this strap iron right here, and I'm going to cut it, put it down in there, and reinforce this because you can see there's some cancer that happened there. All right, so we got these cookies. They're really crunchy. Like, so we never used the microwave here, and it's just been sitting here. So why not warm up the cookie and see if that softens it up. It's a little warmer. Yeah, that did the trick. You want a refried cookie? Okay, so I was in here. This piece right here was, let me show you how this kind of was. So this feather sat in there like that, or maybe it was like that. You know what, it doesn't really matter. But it was in there, and I was trying to clean this out, and just hitting it about near ripped it up. So looking at this, there's really not enough material on it to really weld to, unless I try to weld right at the base, but it is so thin and rusty that I think the best plan of action is to actually just make something similar to this that will work. How's the body filler turning out?
Pretty full. I had cookies and...
Oh, different body filler.
Body filler.
That's why I said I got a friend that works at the body shop for cars.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right. Because my doctor also works at a body shop.
Yes. other body. It's coming in. I'm getting closer.
Yeah.
There's a pretty good gap that we were filling in.
That's
there.
true.
So I got about ready for another fill to go into it, but
Yeah, nice.
we're getting close.
It's getting there, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to dream something up real quick to fix this, and then we'll be back on our way. All right, folks. So the alt piece looks like this, and all I did is I made it a little bit bigger, but I took 2 pieces of angle iron, put them together, and I put a nut right there. So the nut's too small of a diameter hole, so I drilled this thing out, and then I don't know, I was thinking about putting a washer on top of that, but I've already had to grind it down to be a little bit flatter. So anyway, let's drill it out real quick. No. Saved it. Got a little warm. Alright, so got my piece. I drilled a hole in it. That sits on like that. And so what we'll do is we'll center this and then kind of twist this in the slot. And then it'll just kind of stay like that. And then hopefully we can just have enough material to weld. But this is going to kind of take up that space in between the floor. So when you zip up this bolt really tight, it's not going to pull the floor down and, bow it out. So, ooh, yeah, that's getting better.
I think this side right here is pretty much done.
Yeah, this right here.
That's good there. Just a little fill on this side.
I think. A little bit right there.
And I think we're done.
It's kind of flat.
Starting to get this edge here's looking pretty good.
Yeah.
This one's trying to build it out as I go out, and it's been a little tricky.
Yeah, I bet. But I think maybe that's why they filled it with lead or something. I don't know. I'm just trying to think, because that's something what a skill to have back then too. Yeah. Just to get lead, melt it, just pour it in there.
Pour it in there and then maybe mold it a little bit as it...
Right.
Okay, oh, that's good.
That's nuts. Yeah, I did a number on this, so you're doing...
I'm getting there.
You're doing good.
It's a tough one.
Yeah. But it's looking good. Casino Bondo. I couldn't think of Royale. It's like,
Yeah, Casino Royale.
failed on Dr. No, because there's like not a
No.
Dr. Bondo. No.
Live to Bondo another day. That's pretty
That's
close.
a pretty good.
Yeah,
Because we did Yomi Bondo twice.
this is true.
So maybe you live to Bondo another day.
Yeah, how many Bondos are there? How many James
Dude,
Bondos?
they keep making them.
I mean, I could do that forever.
Yeah, you got a sealed deal.
Yeah.
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 Okay. Everyone. All right, so I came in here and I ground this little mount right here down so it's flush, and I put some of that undercoating on it. So I'm just waiting for this to dry a little bit, and then I got to get this fitted to that, and then I also got to clean this along right here real quick. There's a little piece of metal, so, and then get this piece in.
2 hours later.
All right, guys, time for a little bit of an update. A couple things about this floor panel. So, I mean, it's close. I mean, it looks like it fits, and it does for the most part. This is where it's going to fit. It lines up the best right here. I got some vice grips holding that. I got this clamp kind of holding this. Now, I was a little shorter than I hoped, but I got to show you this. So I went and I found the old cover, which I totally forgot to get sandblasted. Probably should get that done. This thing looks awful. But I was able to get this to twist. I sprayed a bunch of PB Blaster. And then in a minute, I'll remove this once I kind of get things tacked, and I'll show you it. It fits pretty good. But I noticed on the truck side, there's got this little dent right here for that little latch. So when that springs back, it kind of locks under there. And this doesn't have that, and I'm pretty sure it's going to need that. So I might just have to heat it up and, you know, kind of squeeze this down, kind of like that. But I had to trim this back more than I wanted to. But then I noticed something, and I was like, come on. So I'm leaving right here underneath here. I'm leaving some metal, so it actually extends under here just a little bit. But I cut this so it'll, you know, sit down. So we'll overlap it kind of like that. I'll grind kind of a line down there so it'll sit underneath here. It'll just kind of fold, and then this will sit flush. But here's where the problem is. I need to grind a little bit more this way. So you'll see right here, this is pretty close to flat, But this line is way off. And I got looking at the new piece, the other piece that I decided to lop off this way. I might not be able to show you, but basically, if I were to keep this where it was at, and you kind of look at it, the truck's line right down there is a little bit further that way. So kind of the same for here. Like you see this line, like it lines up, I can make these mesh, but like there's just a subtle difference, and it actually kind of ticked me off, I'll be honest. I had already cut it, and I would have cut back further and just went right up to the edge if that was the case. So like whatever. Okay, so what we're gonna do then is I need to get some of this like fitted. It's just kind of, it's really loose, but I got this in here where I want it. We'll get this kind of welded right here. We'll get this welded and kind of tacked and going along. And then what we'll have to do is cut this little chunk out right here. Cut that little chunk out right here. That way those lines line up, because there's really no way to do it. There's really no way to, you can't like Bondo your way out of this. That is something else. Now we are making a cover, so it'll cover that hole. Once this is all done, you won't even know that that was there or that was an issue. But in order for that cover to be, you know, straight and kind of uniform, this is the way it's got to be. So yeah, this didn't want to sit down all the way either. I had to grind this cross member under here just a hair. And I know it looks like this isn't 100% flat, but it is sitting flat on the support under here like the old one. But I gotta see if I can hit this up that way just a hair, and then try to get that hole filled. Anyway, that's my blabbing for a minute. But that's where we're at. So I'm gonna keep going at it. This went in pretty good. I'm pretty pleased with this. So a lot of these welds that are going across the top, I just kind of needed it to be in place and get it formed. But I want to come under here, and I got to heat this up and kind of fold that in because it's just barely going past it, kind of like I did right here. But I want to weld underneath there too, and then I can kind of get rid of these little dots so it doesn't look so dotty. So this I need to grind down and get it smoothed out. Same with this right here. I just kind of left these stitched. You can see it's kind of wiggly. And then underneath here, probably can't see it, it's too dark, but that cross member underneath there, now it's touching that floor, but I'm gonna have to raise up the truck and try to weld underneath there and just do some spot welding to that as well. And then I got to do this little piece here because you can really see now how that is not even lining up. Drives me nuts. So anyway, we'll cut that there, come back, put that there, and then this, I'll have to drop this off the sandblaster, but check it out. It fits pretty good. I'm a little worried, a little cautious. If there's fresh paint on there, and then you're setting that in there, is that gonna rub off the paint? I hope not. But anyway, that should do for now. And then we gotta drill a hole through this. It'll come up through the bottom. We'll run our bolt through it. I also gotta finish stitching that feller up there and get that gap. So we are one step closer. I tell you, that PB Blaster stuff is incredible. It is something else. Yeah, not much to it. Like, this is just a little simple, got 2 springs and they just wiggle. So yeah, I think it'd be fun to have this here. Even the battery's not underneath it, I still think it'd be fun just to use and have. So yeah, you can see even with this new sheet metal, it's got like a slightly different curve here than here. This fits a lot better. The new sheet metal, like it's 54 Chevy truck shaped, but not 100% there. Yeah, we'll get the rest away, folks. We'll get the rest away. So, like with a couple of videos these days, I don't know where this one's gonna land. So, if this is the end for the week, and you guys just watch this, then hope you enjoyed it. And thanks for watching, and we will catch you next time. See you later.